Hello everyone, this is Shiny and I am in my Tomcat as I always am. We're on the Danger Close server with flying with a lot of the regular Danger Close crew. This mission is Operation Furious Winds. It's a mission I created for the server and we're about to take off and do some air-to-ground work over Waypoint 1, which is Tripoli. In this case, this mission's on the Syria map. So one thing you can see I'm doing right now before I take off is I'm setting my laser code. So don't forget that you got to do that when you're on the ground in the Tomcat. You can't do that in the air. You can change the laser code on the pod in the air, but you can't change the laser code on the bombs. So set up your laser code while you're still on the ground or on the ship, and also do set a separate laser code for yourself. And don't just stick on 1688 if you're in multiplayer, because other people are going to be using, their own bombs, or people may be using the JTAC. So you want to deconflict. So I usually use 1675.
I've got nails 4 o'clock.
Okay, so as we're approaching the target area, setting up my lantern pod. I want you to notice just how I use the lantern pod and how I use the Jester menu, and you can see how basically, if you're not an everyday Tomcat guy like I am, if you're an occasional Tomcat guy, or somebody who, wants to do some air to ground on the Tomcat, but you don't usually do that, you can see how I use the Jester menu to control the lantern pod, how we can find targets and attack targets for ourselves, but as well as find targets, buddy lays or spot targets for our for our buddies who we're flying with, and for the other aircraft in the area. Okay. So I originally had the lantern just looking at waypoint 1, but now as I approach the waypoint, I have some idea where some units might be. So I'm going to use the eyeballs control to tell Jester specifically where to look. So I know in the southern corner of town there might be some armor, so I'm going to have Jester look in that spot, and I'm going to search for armor. I don't usually just search for any target. I have something specific we're looking for. Usually in the beginning of a mission, it's SAMs. Later on, it may be armor. But whatever it is, you can be specific. You can tell Jester what to look for. So I found the armor I was looking for.
Armor captured. Valid laser range.
Yeah, I got some armor down here in that southern corner of town.
Come more right, man. Come more right.
I'll work in that area. Actually, I only have 2 bombs, so it's not going to be long working. I brought 2 Phoenixes and 2 bombs because I thought there might be some fighters soon. And they're sore. Shit, I might be here in Tripoli, so there might still be Tripoli. I just heard a bang bang somewhere near my airplane.
I've got some dirt on the nose. End dirt, 5 o'clock. End dirt, 10 o'clock.
I do have 19 nails, so that could be the infrared you were talking about.
$19?
Yeah. I have a
Come right.
Tunguska spike there on the RWR. I was flying away from the city. It was behind me, so that should put it in the city. I'm turning back toward the city. I'll check its position in the RWR.
Come right, 40 degrees. Right, 1 degree.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Hello.
Nice, we're centered.
What's the sit
You
rep?
can do this. 10 seconds.
Still
10
waypoint
seconds.
1.
All right, I got dirt
Tripoli.
at 4 o'clock. And dirt, 1 o'clock. 5 seconds. And dirt, 5 o'clock. All right, pickle now. There's a friendly. F-18, 10 o'clock high. 2 miles.
Yeah, what I'm looking at is the armor at the base of a column of vehicles here in that southern corner of the city. Off the main road, a T intersection onto a smaller road right by the coast.
10 seconds TTI. Firing my laser. Kaboom! Impact!
Okay, shot.
Terminate. Terminate.
JTAC.
JTAC's up.
Armor
Nice.
captured.
Sweet.
I didn't get a message.
But you hear sound.
Yeah, the sound, I think the sound comes before the message. That's a trigger error on my part. But that armor I killed probably just put the percentage. Yep, there it is. Alright, yep, and it's targeting the Tunguska. That's good. I didn't prioritize anything, so it's just luckily doing that by itself. So another little tip in the Tomcat, and well, any other plane I suppose, but is to remember if you want to see where the JTAC is looking visually,
Whoa, I got dirt at
turn
1
on your
o'clock.
night vision
And
goggles.
dirt, 3
If it's the
o'clock.
daytime, turn on your night vision goggles and just turn the gain down. Yeah, the Tunguska is pretty much in the middle of the city, it looks like. Not in the middle of the city. We would still consider it near the docks, but it's
Come right.
middle, north, and south-wise. So if you turn your night vision goggles on, you can get a good idea where the JTAC is looking. And if you're not set up to drop on the JTAC, then you can use it to find the target for yourself and laser it yourself. Piece of armor that I already have targeted.
Captured laser.
Yep, that's dirt at 11 o'clock. Come more right, man. Come more right.
I am certainly seeing AAA up here. I see flak puffs. Not
Hey, we gotta
near
come
me
right
though.
Here. You can do this. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
And you notice when Jester's calling out almost time to drop, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, or if he calls out pickle, obviously I'm not ready to pickle on the target. I'm not lined up on the target. You know, he's just basing that on my distance and things. So obviously we're not dropping on the target yet. So you might get that sometimes when you're just in a turn, you're not actually lined up on the target and Jester's saying 10 seconds, 5 seconds, but of course, you just have to use common sense. You know, that's just based on the distance and closure and stuff. So we're still coming around to get ready to line up on the target right now.
I got some
So the
dirt
weather
at
seems
5
to be about
o'clock.
the same as
14
yesterday.
degrees right. Laser range is valid.
You guys
Right,
think?
1 degree.
What, did it
Yeah, it does,
save
yeah.
and restart?
Okay, we're lined
It
up
should
next now.
do that
10 seconds, 10
after everybody
seconds.
exits the
Oh,
server.
it does that automatically. Okay.
5
Yeah,
seconds
the
to
weather
drop.
looks the same to me. The cloud base seemed the same.
Okay, let's pickle that sucker.
Pickle. My target is the tank actually on the beach. It looks like it's on the sand by the water.
Okay, area track selected.
Yeah, that's chosen.
10 seconds TTI. Laser on. Oh, yeah! Impact! Terminate. Out for hit assessment or coming around for another pass if you'd like.
Alright, so at this point, I'm out of bombs. I only brought 2 on this flight, but I'm using the eyeballs mode on the Lantern with Jester to try to find some other important targets to direct my buddies onto. Because we have a couple A-10s up at this point, we have a Hornet up. So if I can find another SAM, a valuable target, I can help direct them to it. So, when you're in the Tomcat, you got a lot of gas. There are no fighters right now. This mission is actually a PvP mission, so we got full slots for red and blue, but there's no reds on right now. There are AI aircraft. That's why I brought 2 Phoenixes on this flight, but there are none right now. So yeah, just loiter over the target area. Try to spot targets for your friends.
Come right, come right.
Hey guys, I have a captured SAM. Looks like I think I'm looking in the same area near where the AAA was. I believe so. I don't have any bombs left, but if somebody wants to look on laser code 1675, I'll laze and you can find it.
I'm on CB.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
Come right. Whoa, we got dirt at 3 o'clock.
Are you over the TA?
16 miles out.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm orbiting. I don't know what kind of SAM target it is. Not super close, but it might be in that AAA area. But not finding too
All
many
right,
more
what area
SAMs.
do I need to be looking?
Should be near the docks. Look near the docks, behind the docks. Hold on,
Okay, go
let
ahead,
me laze.
Roger. Laser on. You may fire at
Lazing
will,
on
Commander.
1675.
Come right.
Searching.
Looks like target is on either at the edge of a field, maybe at the edge of a field where there's some kind of farm buildings.
Got it.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Looks like it's sitting in a crater.
Could be. Again, I'm not zoomed up quite enough or close enough. Definitely looks like it's on the edge of some
Come
like
right, come right.
farm type buildings. I think that's the clearing behind the docks.
Firing my laser.
What's the man pad situation like?
Laser on.
None.
You may fire at will, Commander. Come right, come right.
Nine miles from target.
Come right. Laser is on.
Target lock and rifle.
Yep, that's dirt at 11 o'clock. Target is to our right.
Is that it? That's a IR Maverick,
Hey,
right?
man,
Not
dirt
a
at
laser.
10
I
o'clock.
can turn my laser off.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Laser's on. Copy. Come right, come right.
It's a flat gun right next to what I'm going to get to.
Come right, come right.
Yeah, apparently Wizard dropped
10
his
seconds,
CPU
10
there
seconds.
yesterday, but I guess there's a couple that are maybe
Come right,
spread out
come
a little
right.
further.
5 seconds.
And I know I still saw some AAA and flak. I heard it too.
did have a look. I couldn't see anything. I dropped on one, which I thought was
Pickle,
alive,
pickle,
but it
pickle.
obviously wasn't because I didn't get a kill message.
This is an armor, right?
I guess they are.
Oh, okay. What?
Pickle now.
Oh, that's
pickle now.
the 40 millimeter. Okay. The target I'm looking at is, yeah, he just shacked it. Right. Yeah, that was the ZSU 57. That was a big gun.
Target is to our right.
Alright, shack both of those.
Nice.
Got anything else for me?
Actually, the JTAC right now is the JTAC is looking on the dock. There's AAA on the dock. I think it's a
We
ZU-23.
have a
It's
friendly
firing right
ship.
now.
Bra, 205, 58 miles. Angels 20.
The one on the dock. Hold on, let me recapture that for you because that may be hard to see. That's the one that's in the container, I think, that I haven't fixed.
Captured Sam.
Okay,
That's a valid laser range.
I have
Come right, come right.
another target
Yes, sir.
on the dock.
Go ahead, Blaze.
Lazy. So after shacking a couple targets for myself, doing some spotting for my friends, and then later on splashing a couple MiG-31s that came down out of the red area, it's time to go back to the boat to rearm and refuel. So guys, if you watched this little video, I hope you notice a couple tips on using the Lantirn with the Tomcat. Actually, I don't prefer doing much air-to-ground. I try to avoid air-to-ground. I really prefer to stick to air-to-air. It's, I think, the most fun thing for me. But, you know, with the Tomcat, helping your team with the air-to-ground is no problem. And like I said, even though with laser-guided bombs, you're limited to 4 on the Tomcat, but you can loiter over the target, you can buddy laze, you can spot targets. You know, using Jester, it's a little easier. It may be a little easier for you to spot targets than for your friends, even though they have a better, more modern pod. But just finding targets where, you know, you get a little AI help with Jester. Finding them, he can probably find them easier than you can with your own eyes. Plus, you can specify what kind of target you're looking for. So, you know, when SAMs are important, to get rid of those SAMs in a busy urban area, it's a little easier to have the Tomcat searching for them. With Jester, you know, it may be, you may find them quicker than just a human eyeball. So, you know, help your friends with air-to-grounds, even though we like to do air-to-air. And I hope you got something out of that video. So hopefully I'll make a couple other videos sometime. I'd like to give a couple other Tomcat tips. So I will see you on the next one.
Nails, 7 o'clock.
102, Tomcat ball, 9.1.
Okay, 2-wire. Slow over the middle.
Yeah, 2-wire.